Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch us on YouTube or Facebook or maybe off our website. However you're clicking on, we really appreciate that you're taking a few moments to watch what we have going on related to the City of St. Peter. So, the first order of business today is we met on February 21st, which was a Tuesday because the Monday was the holiday, and today is the 23rd, and we're planning for snow. So if you haven't heard or been keeping track, and I'm recording this at just about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the snow totals continue to drop a little, but we want to mention to you that as we plan for the snow, so should you, and that we really appreciate it, and there's a great value to you by making sure that your car, truck, van, whatever you've got, can be off the street. It helps us plow your street from curb to curb and make it clean and easy and less expensive, and it does a better job, and then you can drive wherever you want to go faster and all those kind of things. So please have a plan for where you're going to put your cars to keep them off the street. We appreciate that. The plow drivers appreciate it, and ultimately it ends up with a better product that serves you better. So watch for that as we expect snow tonight. I don't know how much, but more than a little bit, I guess. So with that, my second mission is to talk about the city's workshop from just Tuesday night on the 21st, as I mentioned earlier. And you can see the agenda right there, which includes a discussion about a solar subscription plan, Chamber of Commerce agreement, and the Traverse de Sioux Library agreement. Let me go in reverse. The Traverse de Sioux Library agreement is the Traverse de Sioux library system is, I guess most easily explained, it is the library for libraries, and they do lots of work for us, and so we have an agreement with them, as do many communities in our area, about the kind of service they provide and how much that service is going to cost. So they do this on a yearly basis, so that was reviewed by the City Council. The second item that we have on there is Chamber of Commerce agreement. As some of you who are watchers may note, the Chamber of Commerce is looking to have a little bit more money for their administration of the Tourism and Visitors Bureau. And so the council is taking a look at that, and really they've kind of said, Todd, drop the agreement, and so what they saw in here was a draft of the agreement to make that move forward. So they continue to be happy to cooperate with the Chamber on running the Tourism and Visitors Bureau. By the way, that Tourism and Visitors Bureau provides grants for promotion of tourism and other activities within our community. Those grants are funded by a lodging tax that we have here in St. Peter, which is very similar to other communities in our area. And in fact, that tax is 3% on the lodgings, and that's the same as we see in Mankato and New Ulm and North Mankato and a number of other places. So anyway, the council continues to move forward on that. But probably the biggest one, and the one that took the most discussion time, was the solar subscription plan. Now, if you want to know a lot of details about this, please go on our website and check out the council workshop packet from Tuesday night. You can go on our city website and search it, or you can find it under Governance, City Council packets, and click on it, and you'll be able to see all the information. But there are a number of different things that are included in this. However, I think it's important that we start with what the goals are. So we used to call them solar goals, but now the council wants them to be, see how I did that? I marked that out. Now it's renewable energy, and you can see what those goals are. They are not in any priority order, and they are put there in a fashion so that not all of them have to be met for the council to move forward on something with renewable energy. And one of the council's goals is to help people, help community members, our customers, who want to purchase solar energy, to be able to purchase solar energy. I think it's important to note that more than 60% of the houses in town kind of aren't really faced the right direction to put a solar unit on their roof or maybe on their garage roof. And so the council wants to provide an opportunity that's safe, efficient, effective, that makes sense for everyone. This is probably not the solution that everyone would choose, nor do they have to. There are still other options that are available. If you still want to put a solar panel on your roof or in your backyard, you can certainly do that. But this provides folks with an opportunity to make it happen, maybe to make it happen in a very expensive way or in a staggered way. You don't have to have $10,000 to get into this. You can get into it for a few $100s if you want to buy solar energy for your home. So anyway, let me go through a little bit. I think there's some important parts to this, and here's an image of the memo that the council sees, and again, you can go on our website and see that. But I think there are really a few pieces of information that are very important. You can buy a solar subscription for a panel for about $1,072. That's what it takes. Now, the average customer in St. Peter uses at their home about 677 kilowatt hours a month. And so knowing that and knowing exactly what your home might be, you can buy up to 50% of your home's energy use from solar energy by subscribing to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the average home would have to subscribe to about 8.5 panels. And so that costs a little bit over $9,000. And then maybe the best way to think about that is that it's prepaying for your electricity. It's going to be generated by solar panels that are going to be placed near Rochester, or if we have a lot of subscriptions, there'll be some additional panels that'll be built in a solar garden, not just in Owatonna, but near Preston, Minnesota. And that energy will be shipped out on the system, and it will go to feed your home with solar energy, which is what really a lot of people are looking for. And again, you can get into this for a very little amount of money to start by buying. We'll even allow the subscription of a half a panel. So anyway, if you want more details on that, please check out our website and that packet. And I'll talk more about it, but I think it's really important to note that this has not been approved by the City Council yet, but it's likely to be approved, or something very similar to this is likely to be approved as we move into March. At least that's the timeline that I have kind of scoped out for it to move forward through the City Council. Now let me get to a few tidbits. Again, plan for that snow if it happens tonight or tomorrow. Make sure you're planning for that snow to get your car off the street. I also want to mention the hospital. Here we have the logo from Urgent Care with River's Edge. Here's the some of the River's Edge stuff that you can see. This is a major discussion within our community, and just yesterday the City Commission, the Hospital Commission, made a recommendation to the City Council to pursue a number of phases of enhancements to the hospital. So some of this is remodeling inside, some of it is additions to the building that meet a lot of different needs that are expressed within the community and have been expressed through surveys, through talking with council members, through talking with hospital commission members. And the total amount that they're kind of targeting right now is around $30 million, and we would debt service that or get a mortgage through the USDA. One of the nice things about that is that it means that the local taxpayers aren't on the hook if this doesn't work out. Certainly taxpayers overall are within the whole United States because that's how USDA is funded, but it doesn't affect or impact local property taxpayers. So that's a positive thing. We have done some very detailed analysis through our auditing firm with ID Bailey and reviewed the amount of debt service, the amount of payments that we can afford as we continue to see a very good, steady trend line in the orthopedic work that's been going on at River's Edge Hospital in cooperation with Ortho Edge and the OFC folks, the surgeons at OFC. And so this analysis really revealed that we could fund debt up in excess of $35 million if we really wanted to or needed to. But I think the commission is making a somewhat conservative recommendation, but the recommendation is also looking to the future and developing a platform by which other services can come to our community. That's done in a couple of different ways. Certainly it's done by making sure the hospital is enhanced in a way that it's not too narrow, that it's not too specific. So whatever opportunities might come up or might come up in the future can be, well, at least mostly adapted to. And I think that's very important. I think it's also thinking about how important a hospital is to the fabric of our community and who we want to be and what's important for services to have within our community, whether it's taking care of young children or whether it's taking care of our seniors within our community, and how important a hospital is in the care for everyone overall. So anyway, there's going to be a lot more information available on that within the next couple of weeks. There was a lot of great information at the Hospital Commission yesterday. Look for this issue to have a lot of very planned, logical, methodical discussion at the March 20th workshop of the City Council. And then after that, the Council will likely take some action. Whether that's on the 27th or the next cycle, I'm not quite sure yet, but certainly the Council will be seeing this recommendation from the Hospital Commission on March 20th at their workshop. So, with that, I'm going to stop. I'm at about 9 minutes plus. I do want to mention that here's how you can email me. There is our website, stpetermn.gov, or we would love it if you like us on Facebook. Give me a call if you'd like, if you have any more questions about what we talked about today. Really appreciate you clicking on State of the City. Hope you have a great rest of the week.